Hey, I'm Ian, and you're listening to Crit Out of Luck, the Last Song of Arcadia. Find us on social media at Crit Out of Luck, or join our Discord server to chat all things D&D. Stay cool.
Yeah, so I want to open this session, to kind of just be one big "the time is yours," and particularly because Kashek can teleport through trees.
Yeah.
We don't even need to be necessarily limited.
I've broken the game.
To the cap, kind of.
That's what level 16's all about.
Yeah, but that's if you're not breaking the game by level 16, well, you're doing something wrong.
What are you doing?
So yeah, it would be great if we just opened this up to one big "the time is yours," and I'm just here to ride the roller coaster.
We're back for the first time since July. It's December. Let's fucking go.
Let's do it.
Fuck.
So yeah, do we want to play anything leaving the lizard folks city, or do we want to just head back, get to the capital?
I feel like I got all of my...
We kind of said our goodbyes
Yeah.
before we set out.
We need to, let's start fresh here. I can't be
I hear you. Yeah, so then, I'm assuming, Kashek teleports us across the world through a leaf. And we're back in the capital.
Unless we want to be clouds again.
I remember we were...
Anyway, that's how we got there.
Oh, that's true!
We did so
Right, so you can even go anywhere, even if you haven't been there before.
That's the thing. Yeah, trees get you where you've been.
The map no longer exists. I can essentially
Druids, man.
create
But when
black hole singularity points.
But
man.
when we're clouds, there's a tall, brown-haired, handsome man with a push broom on the map going up, shaking his fists.
You damn kids! There's traps down here! Don't you want to fall in some leaves?
Here's my Trevor impression. I did all this world building!
That's not bad.
I believe that's an exact quote.
Yes.
You arrive back in the capital city of Arcadia after quite some time away. The time is yours.
Nostalgia.
I've aged!
Guys! We're back! I have the cask of barley. I have this cask of barley. We should probably take this back to Luther.
Yes.
Oh, yes. God, I forgot how quick it is to go through the tree.
Where have we ended up?
Yeah, what tree did you take us?
I think the tree that you know to get to in the capital is back.
Yeah.
It's in the courtyard.
Oh, it's the one from
Oh, are we
Hell's
up at
Deep.
the...
By the palace. Yeah.
Where every time we go there, you're like, is Maryanne Starfall here?
Yes.
And Trevor goes, yes, and you go, fuck!
Ask that!
Goodness gracious, it has been quite a long time. I've dropped by your apartments many a time these days. If I were a cynical type, I might even think you were starting to avoid me. But as we are the bestest, dearest of friends, I know that couldn't possibly be the case.
Seven, I don't know if you know, but Maryanne is speaking to you. You should get out of that bush.
Homer Simpson.
I missed Kashek.
I disentangle myself from the bush.
You know disentangle?
Is that My Chemical Romance song?
Oh, okay.
Hello, Maryanne.
No, Entangle's first level.
My alchemical romance, something like that, yeah.
Goodness, you're all looking positively thrashed. Out of venturing, I assume.
Yes.
Of course.
Oh, that brave heroes and all that. I've been holding things down here just the same, let me tell you.
I forgot, in our rudeness in leaving to do our jobs, we forgot, how is your campaign going? You were running for Senate, weren't you?
Smashingly, yes. I've organised a group, the Daughters of Arcadia.
God.
A bunch of the underprivileged, noble women of Arcadia are banding together in solidarity and suffrage. We shall see,
Could women not vote?
I have to say, she's just scored a lot of points with me because she's making me think of the mom from Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Exactly. Roll this back. Could women not vote in Arcadia?
Well,
Trevor made this country.
No,
It's
they
gotta be
can't.
feminist.
They can vote.
She's just being extra.
No, I know that. I'm like, no, that was me more. I was like, Trevor wouldn't have made something sexist.
No.
He made a pseudo-fascist that was about to take over the country.
Yeah, but you guys sort of...
And she was girl bossifying it,
Yeah.
I think we might be the bad guy.
Are we the baddies?
I'll sort that one out.
That's wonderful. I'm proud of you.
Yes. After all, however will we spread rights to the poor, uneducated heathens of this land if the brave, intelligent women of the capital don't stand up for them?
Ah, yes.
You're
So true, bestie.
We're back.
You see, Sarah, your peasant Wyndham stoked a fire in me.
Yes, bestie.
I'm standing up for the little gal, just like you.
We certainly
sure
are. We certainly do share similarities.
Oh, here, since I have you. And she reaches into, she has one of those little purses on a long string
Oh, a
that just kind of
wristlet?
dangles from her wrist.
Hell yeah.
She daintily reaches in and around and she takes out a pin and she just right into your lapel and it's just the letters DOR and
Daughters of Republic.
oh no the
DOA.
Dead on arrival.
Dead on arrival.
I love that Fall Out Boy song.
Daughters of Arcadia.
Daughters of Arcadia.
Thank you.
Did she take piercing damage?
Yeah, that's what I was like. There's a
16.
Let's have Maryanne roll to hit.
I didn't know that was a hat.
No, I don't think so. Just
my armor class is 19.
Yeah, no, not quite. You can see that she's lashing out like a scorpion, but you manage to just subtly move your shoulder enough that it just catches your tunic.
Oh.
And yeah, she pins it to your lapel.
How fetching, thank you.
Yes, a little fine trinket just to spruce you up a bit, darling.
Oh, no, I don't really wear finery very well, I'm not sure.
Oh, you needn't tell me. But you can learn, darling. And I am here to help you.
Thank you.
Well, now that you're all back from bandying about the countryside doing whatever it is you were doing, we can get to the really important business. Please, I insist you come see me for tea.
We're so sorry, Maryanne, but the reason we've been bandying about is that we've got a very important delivery to make.
Oh, what's that?
You know, we just felt so bad. There is a merchant in town who just needs some
Barrels.
confidence in his work. It's really quite foul what he makes, but we told him we would go and get his what is this?
I don't
Bus.
even know. It's just
Parsley.
a barrel to
It's,
me.
barrel.
it's a barrel of parsley or something.
Something.
No tension in your jaw.
Not now, Ferb.
Because it's not even a joke, though. He really leaned over and said that.
He wasn't saying it quietly. He wasn't saying it quietly because he knew what was up. He was just saying it quietly because he didn't want to disturb the absolutely normal conversation happening
You
in
don't want
front
to
of him.
embarrass Sarah.
Oh,
It's not good.
I love that.
Oh, you're so right.
Mammalian jaw will start to lock up like that.
Anyway, we don't really have. We really just do need to drop this.
Well, I won't hold you up. But as soon as you're done with your poultry errands, I do insist that you come and we spend some quality time together, you and I. And of course, all of you.
We would be delighted. Thank you. We will see you at a very soon to be determined time.
I certainly hope so. She just stands.
Goodbye.
She just stands. Goodbye.
We're going.
Okay.
We have things to do.
Every time you mention her, she's gonna pop up.
I'm so sorry.
Brutal.
She always seems to be here whenever we teleport in.
You know, I used to be annoyed, and I still am.
Great.
Yep. All right. That's.
She's learning. She's trying. She's trying.
Maryanne Starfall really is like when you fast travel in a video game and it pops up the regular GUI for a second, then it immediately goes black because it triggers a cutscene every time. And you're like, God damn it!
God damn it!
Ah, I got
You're
something I'm
finally
discussed to
awake.
deliver. Your eyes only.
Fuck.
I'm starting to wonder, though, does she just hang around waiting for us? Because that's very sad.
Well, from what you
Well-
told me of her experiences, as we're walking away, of course.
Yeah.
She does seem like someone who.
She watches. She just stands there watching you go. Like every time you peek over her shoulder to see if she's still there, she is, and she waves.
She probably does not have much going on. So we are a very interesting thing for her.
How old is she again?
Way younger than her husband.
Oh.
I don't think we ever knew that.
Yeah.
Wait, how young?
So he's like, it's
It was
coming
a
loose.
political
It's
marriage.
coming
Trevor's
loose
doing
on
math right now to make
top.
sure it's not too bad.
So if you were getting everybody give me an either give me an insight check.
I'm like, is she
Rolling
my
dice?
age? Because
Hey, I'm
that'd
good
be
at that again.
horrible. By that I mean Suri's age, not mine.
21.
7.
Wait, what are we doing? Perception?
Insight.
Insight. Fuck.
Counting that 7, 17.
Okay.
2.
Yeah, well, my 7 was just a 7.
Okay. Hyros and Suri, you don't think much of it for one reason or another. Hyros because you don't generally tend to poke into people's business. Suri maybe because she's just so obnoxious. But Kashek, whether this seems weird to you or not, and Saren, I think too, thinking about it as you're sort of making your way out of this courtyard after.
We are the two worst people to do well on this insight
Hell
check.
yeah.
Because Kasek's like, yeah, nature. And Karen's like, I don't know what relationships are.
If you put Master Starfall in, if you were to peg him at about,
you were to peg him.
No.
well,
She might.
You don't know it, yeah.
if you were to put him at maybe like the late 50s, early 60s, she's probably like late 20s.
You thought it was going to be worse.
She's a little bit older than Suri.
That could have been way worse.
That could have been way worse.
She's
She is-
our age. That's
No, but
Yeah.
that,
whatever.
Still not good.
Now, if it was arranged, that's different. But
They've been married a long time.
yeah. Well,
Ooh.
Maryanne Starfall is one of my favorite kind of NPCs because it's one of the ones that, when I originally envisioned them, I thought they would just be one-off. You would see them once, but then they just, through circumstance, or because you take an interest in them,
Yeah.
they get fleshed out, and those are always my favorite
Whatever the
NPCs.
opposite of an interest is.
You know what I mean? yeah.
Disinterest.
But because she's fun because
Right.
she drives you insane.
Yeah.
how genuine is her speech? Is she actually ditzy and stupid, or is she I know how to survive in high society?
Great question. Give me another insight check. As you, if you can, all of you mulling over.
Worse.
We
no.
did speak with her once
She
at
was
the
drunk.
Cats.
She was
Yes,
drunk.
you got her a little drunk, and that's when
and
She
the
was
mask
like,
slipped.
You know how men can't satisfy their wives?
Yes,
It's normal.
exactly.
And she's like, but
Exactly.
she was also like, how he's gone for months at a time and I'm just so
Yes.
unbearably lonely.
Yes.
You know how men
yes.
can't satisfy their wives, and the most offended person at that table was Hyros. He's like, what? Say more right now.
Eight.
Yeah. His insight can only go so far.
Sure. Well, yeah. So we'll put it up to you. Just don't know much about how
Yeah.
this kind of these people in this kind of society.
This ain't the
operate.
desert.
Have we seen the two of them together?
Yeah.
Not since the first time.
I was
you
gonna
ran
say,
into
yeah,
them.
and they
not
didn't-
since the first time.
They didn't really interact that much that first time.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
They talked to
And
us in turns.
notably,
Yes.
that was like a high-profile social occasion.
Why is that something that
That
I just
was like-
remember so vividly?
that was like
just
when
that
we-
one minor detail. I'm like, yeah, we met both of them, but it was very short.
That was when we first got
First
here.
got here, you met.
Oh no,
them.
yeah, that was the dinner, right?
Yeah, you met them at the
No.
dinner where the heralds appeared.
yeah.
But, they talked to us in the courtyard when we
Yeah, they were like the first
Same
ones to come
episode,
and meet us.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then they took
no, but
they
yes.
took I think Hyros and Kashek on a hunting trip.
Yeah.
Hyros
No,
was
Hyros
with
wasn't
us.
here. It was Alcyone.
Oh
Alcyone
yes,
went for tea.
that's right.
Because
so, yeah,
every time
the
we-
three of
Alcyone
you went for tea
brunch.
with
At
her.
I
At
at
5
5 a.m.
morning.
went scouting. I
No,
believe.
it was a fox hunt.
Not even. They just
That's what it's called.
released a fox into the hedge maze
Yes.
and hunted it, which
And then
tells
I caught
you
it
a lot
immediately,
about.
so, yeah.
yeah.
Because you flew over the hedge.
Yeah, I flew over the hedge and caught it. And I was like, is this
Yeah.
yours?
Because every time we talk to her, I hear you going, okay, earn the scorn of the court ladies. Check.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll put it up to you're just not quite sure. But that said, she seems really genuinely earnest when she speaks to you. You think, Kashet, and whether or not you discuss this with the rest of your party, you have and maybe because you don't have the same sort of social understanding, you've never been offended by anything that she said. She seems totally genuine. She seems to speak from her lived experience.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, Kashek may not understand the intricacies of high society, but he's He knows when someone is lying to him, being disingenuous. So
That's not her. That's not her. And that is the case for a lot of people that you have met here.
which is why he doesn't like it.
She wants to be our friend so badly and so genuinely, but she can't not be like that.
I know. It's brutal, isn't it?
It's really sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you make your way out of the courtyard. She's still just standing there. But yes, you go.
In fairness, you did about as well as you could have.
I did badly?
No.
That's not what I said. You did about as well as you could have in that situation.
So you did well.
Thank you.
You look
Sorry.
slightly constipated.
Kashek, you're right. It's true, but they shouldn't say it.
I can give you something.
Are you?
No! She genuinely means well. It's just that she goes about it in the worst possible way, and I want to feel worse for her and just tell her that the way that she comes across is grating. But
You could?
I shouldn't. Because of the way I come across is constipated, apparently.
I would have used the word stoic, but that works too.
It was not my takeaway from the situation, if that's any comfort.
It was almost sort of fun to be annoyed by her, but now I just feel like she is a decent person under all that, and that means that it's our job to sort of coax it out.
It is not necessarily our job, Saren, but let me tell you, we have a man who is very similar to that in Wyvern. Even as small a town as that, you will find somebody. I'm sure there are more of them in a place like this, but there is just this one particular guy. He doesn't even do a whole lot. He's the son of a glassblower, and he never really took up the trade, but he thinks he's better than other people, but he really is kind of a sad, lonely person. And it's difficult.
I spent half a year with Dork before I stopped bopping him on the head once a day.
Is that why he's like that?
You may
No,
not
that is why he is no longer like that.
You may not bop Maryanne Starfall on the head.
No, but
could.
No, but you may bop Dwark on the head.
I would love to bop Dwarf.
In fact, I think you should bop work on the head, for old time's sake.
She reminds me of the Baron.
Oh, no.
A little.
Not that bad.
I don't think she has the capacity to do things that badly.
I think that is the face she puts on, if that makes any sense.
Yes, that she's doing just fine, even though she's not.
I just feel like if we...
Upstairs, her son is a smoothie. Not literally.
Oof. Oh, God, Victor.
I'd almost forgotten the sight of that, and now
No, thank
it's
you. It
back.
was so much pinker than I
What
expected it
is
to be.
What is happening?
Oh,
There
we
was a
met
boy, and then there wasn't.
A smoothie is when you take... Thank you.
Remember what I looked like about 3 months ago?
We met
That was a spiritual smoothie.
one of the young men.
Your spirit was in pieces.
One of the young men who was trying to leave Barovia did so by way of a teleportation circle that really did not function the way it was supposed to. And so he sort of became paste.
Who teleports with a circle?
Wizards.
Oh,
He was out of his depth, but did not think he was.
oh. A terrible combination. Wizards.
Yes, fuck him.
I wonder if we taught her to hit things, if it would release some of that.
That is a very low sentence, Saren.
This is a game about choices.
Trevor said I played Fire Emblem.
You made a very interesting face when Madison said that.
Maryanne,
Anyone can become a player character, is all we're saying. You can pick up
imagine?
Hey, man. Now that Dimitri's gone, he needs one.
You can pick up a class at any stage in your life. Kairos didn't become barbarian until he left to journey at age 50.
I gingerly take her hand. Maryanne, I did your horrible
back?
brunch. No. I did your horrible brunch with you. You're coming to the boxing gym with me. We're gonna have a Rocky-esque montage. Anyway, we're on our way to the Boar and Barrel.
Boar and Barrel it is. You make your way through the city.
That's excellent sitar play there, Kashak.
No. Yeah, you make your way
Right.
into the Grand Square. Familiar to you as you remember it. Even at this early hour, people, it's very busy, bustling about, setting up stalls, carrying cartloads of goods to various destinations. You can sort of see many of them wearing the sort of The dock workers' uniforms, they bring up the morning's shipments into the market square to be sold that day. Yeah, even at this early hour, much hubbub about. Yes, sir.
Do I see any fish being brought to market?
You find there's room for everything in the
Bro,
This is a bay,
Does
baby.
Kashek love seafood because he never gets it?
You looking for fish?
Sit
Give me
on the back of
give me
the
investigation.
bay.
18.
18. Yes.
As
As you make your way across, you enter sort of the perishable goods section of the Grand Square, which I like to imagine much like Reading Terminal Market. Just like really narrow alleyways.
Reading Terminal
Philadelphia
Market.
sentence
Reading
for everyone
Terminal Market.
listening.
If you want to sponsor us,
Raspy will take you there.
Specifically, Olympia Heroes.
and Herschel's Deli.
One.
Tyler's Donuts.
And so we have a lot. Yes. Come to
It's
Philly.
closed in, and the sort of the sights and the sounds and the smells, even as they sort of crack their eggs and fry up their bacon, getting ready for the day. You see a cart being wheeled through. You notice a cart being wheeled through one of the alleyways, loaded with ice. And loaded in is a bunch of fresh fish. You follow that a little bit of a ways until you come to a.
Can I actually go up to the man pushing the cart?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
He doesn't know the decorum here.
Sure, yeah. No, you go right up. It's
Fishmonger.
Bun me a fish.
Bum, bum, bum.
He sort of turns around, sort of wide-eyed. It's an adult human man, bright red beard and sort of short-cut, spiky red hair.
Oh.
He turns around. He looks around at you, trying to locate where the sound came from. And he takes one hand off of his hand cart and he just goes,
Yes, you.
Yes. What can I do you for?
I like a fish.
Oh, well, I've plenty of those, but I'm a sort of a wholesaler of sorts.
I'm loading here. I'm trying to...
Downloading Kashek personality.
He's been to a bazaar, so he would understand that he...
Yeah, that's what this is for. We're all for downloading tonight. That's
You got
what it's for.
the
Getting
dialogue
back
tree
into
open.
it.
You're just weighing your options.
Sorry, he said bigger better. A big bushy beard.
You hear the rocks in Kashek's... Oh no, owls don't do that.
No, they don't.
Oh.
They don't got us.
They spit it all back up.
That's right. Yeah. Well, if Kashek's stomach can grumble, you hear that.
His gizzard.
Yeah.
His gizzard quivers.
Gizzard quizzard.
They feel things in their gizzard.
Gizzard quivery.
That's where the love is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Read Gardens of Cahul, everybody.
I hear that sometimes a fish will fall off of the cart because of bumps in the stone. Is this true in your experience?
Liable to happen every now and then, I suppose.
Silver piece.
Oh, really then, finest city in the world, they really should do more to upkeep these streets. And he sort of shakes the cart, and a huge salmon just kind of slides off the back. And he just picks it, grabs it up, falling out of the cart, and hands it over to you.
You're a good man.
He really is.
Do enjoy. And he carries on his way.
Kashek, you should smoke that and put it on a bagel.
It's already halfway in his mouth. Kashek, you should... Never mind.
Amethyst with the burrito.
You know the word horking?
It's gross.
To hork something down.
For a man as composed as Kashek, when he starts eating, it's not fun to watch.
Yeah, that's when you see the length of an owl's neck.
Thank you for waiting.
Of course.
Oh.
Now I have one silver piece.
Did you finish that?
That's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough for another salmon.
Kashek getting any amount of money. Well, that's enough.
Kashek, you've got a bit of I think the dwarvish word is schmutz. This weird owl.
Weirdly long tongues.
Tongues.
I love birds, man. They're so fucked up.
They're so scary.
On our way.
To Luther.
Yes.
Yes, and so making your way, you see the Seven Cats Lounge is very quiet in the morning, but the Boar and Barrel is already a little bit rowdy as workers. I think I described this last time. This as they get off the night shift, they go to the Boar and Barrel, and then once the night shift is done, breakfast, then everybody else comes. The day shift leaves and the night shift comes in, so it's always busy in the morning. But you make your way in, and a bunch of tired-looking dock workers you can see sort of splayed about. And the Boar and Barrel is a very lively scene. There's music playing. There's a bunch of card games at many of the tables. A couple people maybe even dance despite the early hour. And sort of purveying over all of it, again, you see Luther sort of from his throne behind the bar, handsome as ever. The time is yours.
Did someone let a snail go running around in here?
I know. I know I ask this every time. Half orc?
Half orc.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, half orc, and as you learned last time, I think, distant relation to Gollenswag
Of the
Yes.
bog.
Of Gollenswag of the Bog.
His grandcestor.
One of the songs.
Yep.
Not like a hero of Arcadia.
The
But,
songs are it's just deeds of merit and note. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're not
she's
all
notable.
warriors. Some of them are navigators and educators.
One of them
and
was sly.
Explorers. Yeah, one of them was just a trickster.
Yeah.
They're just notable figures throughout the
Lyle
city's
the
history
sly.
Yeah.
that have sort of
One
been
of them was
deified.
mighty.
You know?
Himbo the Mighty.
Himbo the Mighty,
Sly,
which I'll never
Exactly.
forget.
Himbo the Mighty is maybe the most traditional warrior type.
Well, sure.
There once
That's where
was
we
a
get the-
hero
that's-
named Himbar.
That's where we get the word himbo.
Yes. Yeah.
That's where it comes from.
It's in Arcadia lexicon. It has to be.
Himbocales.
Oh my god, wait.
I used that word in Barovia, and you were all like, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh,
It's
you know what it is, yeah.
It's like Nimrod, but we
Yeah.
Nimroded Himbo.
Yeah. Or mesmerize. Just fucking mesmer.
Yeah.
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 Franz Mesmer.
Magician.
Wow. I will have stowed the cask somewhere more discreet as we walk.
So you can do the great reveal.
Well,
We have a
also-
bag of holding.
Yeah.
The bag?
Also, so that
You have
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
My robes are
I have
quite a
Oh,
rich.
you got it.
either one,
Why
just so
would
that
it-
none
I
of
think it would've
Basta's
been in the bag.
secret agents have.
Yes. Wise.
Secret agent cat.
I could wear it on my head like a hat. No, no, no.
If you had a tall enough
honestly,
hat.
if
I could wrap my robe.
Do you
around
have
it.
to do
Slot it into the giant chasm in your chest.
Woof. My shirt covers most of it.
You lost a life.
I'm
You
sorry,
gained
too
an
soon.
inventory slot.
Did.
Tieflings have 9
And
lives.
now I'm
don't
part
you?
of Ghost type.
Yeah.
Time is yours.
shall we?
Let's go to him.
He's on the
Make your
throne.
way across.
Yeah,
You can make your way across the floor, and as you draw closer to the bar, Luther, he has 5 goblets clenched in one hand, and sort of in quick succession fills them under a running tap, and then slides them all down a bar. And as he sends the last one off, he looks back up and catches your eye walking across the bar room floor, and a grand smile spreads across his face. His tusks on full display. He's got that little golden ring through one of them.
Through.
Oh yeah. He's got a tusk piercing. Yeah. And
There's slugs everywhere.
he gets a broad smile on his face, and he says, "Well, if it ain't my favorite
Right.
customer, can I fix you some eggs?"
You two
You can
get
scramble them.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's.
She didn't say
That's a
that.
third level bonk right there.
I'm not sure that's the conversation we need to be having about my eggs. You can fertilize them if you'd really like.
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Well, we just wanted to speak maybe in private about the.
Errand you had for us.
It wasn't as successful as we'd hoped.
Oh, well, that is a market tragedy to hear.
We should probably speak in private, though.
But of course, well, my office is always open to fine friends. Caesar, would you take up with me for a moment? And at which point a dwarf like just this much of his head pops out
Yes!
over like the chef
Fuck
window.
yeah.
Yes!
You know what I mean?
Oh, no, he's a line cook, so he's automatically angry.
Yeah, yeah.
Gary, there I am again!
Yeah, and so like just the top of his head, like down to the bottom of his eyes, pokes over like the chef window. And he just goes, "Eh."
Yeah, that's that's exactly what they sound like.
And then Luther, like takes one of his just takes one arm and sort of like in a wide sweeping gesture motions you up the stairs to his office, which you've been in.
We've been in before.
Yeah. And you can you head upstairs and it's very very cozy, a warm fire roaring in a fireplace, entire floor covered in skins of various predatory animals. Yeah, it's a very cozy affair. A lot of plush chairs.
Sir, are you being clever by saying we did not find it?
Yes, I'm just not sure. Basta said that she had eyes everywhere, so I'm just sort of trying to be...
She's looking out for secret agent cats.
Oh, that's a really good idea. I didn't see any cats. They would make me sneeze.
Now I'm worried to whisper because Kashek is going to comment on my vocal technique again.
Well, if you're stage whispering like this, the mic can pick it up, so that's pretty good.
Where's that? See, there's mics everywhere. We have to be secret.
Who's Mike?
What are you guys talking about?
See, when you said, here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. Because you said, when you walked in, you said he whips out 5 goblets, and I was like, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, Clark. 5. I knew he was present this time. So.
Did the math!
Teaching
And they weren't for us anyway, but I was still thinking about Clark.
Teaching our kids to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, Clark! 6, 7. Okay.
You really should put a bell on him. He doesn't want to wear a bell.
Yes!
He said he won't have it.
I did not comment on your vocal technique. I commented on where you were holding your stress.
All of it is stress, Kashek.
I know that.
He's just pointing out where it is. No
Close
offense.
And close the door behind us.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
ow, that's my tail.
No, I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
That's fine.
So Luther makes his way over to a big armchair. Actually, no. He makes his way over to a sort of enormous cabinet and flings it open, the doors of which are lined with little like snifters and rocks glasses and, glassware of all sorts. And the interior of the chest is laden with many fine bottles of, the bottom row is several casks of beer, and then upwards you get a couple of shelves of fine liquors, and then at the top are a few bottles of wine.
Liquor?
I barely know her.
Finish it! No, it's okay.
You have the audacity to finger guns at me?
That's
That's chocolate.
You have the audacity to finger her?
No, it's early, but
The audacity.
being as it's been some time since we've seen each other, and if I may remark, y'all look like you have been through a bit of a tumble.
Are we
Man,
dirty? This is the second time someone's commented
Well,
on this.
listen, man.
we
so
did-
you
we got slime time
crawled to a
live.
slump, and we're at the bottom of the sea,
And we took 20
fought a
pies.
god.
We
so,
took 20 pies to the
We
face.
should
Yeah.
have clouded back because the dirt
then we
would
would've-
fall off.
yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, you were in a bog for a long time and fought a giant snake god. So
And that was under the sea. Under the sea!
under the sea.
Under
If
the
you
sink.
3 would like, I can turn us all into clouds momentarily so we are clean.
Oh, wait, no, I can do something.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah.
prestidigitate us.
Yeah.
Woo, I just took it.
all
That
of
is
the
better than
dirt,
using a 7th level spell.
all of the dirt immediately just pops off of your bodies and falls onto the floor surrounding you.
Is there a window?
Whoa, wait a minute. Now, here, we're gonna need a.
You want to do magic physics in this one?
No, well, no. I mean, literally by the letter of the text of the spell. Does it say that it falls off or that it disappears?
Does it vanish?
It says unsoil.
Ooh.
Or soil, as we learned
Or
in
soil.
Conjures the Original.
You can pee someone's pants.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because it's a cantrip, it just pops off of you.
That's
and
fair.
falls into there's little rings of grime and muck around surrounding all of you.
I can't turn the floor into clouds.
Is there a window?
Yes, there is.
Can I?
You could just keep doing it in
Prestidigitate
that
it out
direction.
the
Yeah, and then you like the fairy godbrother,
Yeah.
just sort of whip it up into a little flurry of sod and send it out the window.
And you can slam the window with that too.
Yeah.
Or no, is that
Thaumaturgy.
But I also have thaumaturgy.
Well, the
because
thing
I'm a
is, prestidigitation does basically everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Just
you
took
go
that
through
with
this.
my 4th level in Warlock.
You go through this little ritual of cleansing yourselves and sending it out the window, and then just Luther looks at all of you now a little more spick and span. Will you clean up good?
Ooh. Do I notice anything when she starts using warlock spells?
Ooh.
I forgot to put my earring on today.
Good question.
It can be no.
No. Give me a Arcana check. Because Kashek has been clued into this previously.
15.
Yeah, like since the beginning.
Yeah, as long as you have known Suri, she has done spells, but it's been different because the spells that you've seen her perform thus far. What is Kashek's understanding of the mag? Like, I'm sure it's not as like in depth as sort of the book learning of the Mages College about.
No, but he absolutely understands the differences between the 5 types,
whatever
4
it is,
types: Arcana, Druidic,
Divine.
That's really it.
Yeah.
What do bards? Is that Arcana?
It's
technically?
arcane, yeah.
It's arcane. Okay, so the 3 types then, yeah.
Okay, cool. So yes, so as long as you've known Suri, she's been able to cast spells, and they've all been arcane in nature, mostly from the schools of what is it?
Illusion and enchantment.
Correct.
He may not know the exact details there.
Sure, right. But you know that sort of that
it's
ballpark.
wizard's magic.
Yes.
These new ones, there's something else. And in fact, Kashek, when you see her perform these spells, maybe due to your sort of attunement to the natural world around you and sort of the natural ley lines that magic follows. Previously, these sort of arcane magics, it's like a wind instrument, right? It just sort of like. But when she performs these spells, it's more of a splash. And it's sort of a splash of color, almost. Very different from what you've seen her do before. What you do with that information is yours to decide.
What he does with that information is not portray a goddamn thing on his face.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I have to imagine that it's kind of hard to read this guy anyway.
He has an
Yeah.
owl thing.
With
He
what
blinks.
owl?
Yeah. Sometimes he goes.
It's definitely different. And you've been keyed into a few things so far.
Considering you got mind blasted by it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering he
Yeah.
almost turned your brain into a smoothie.
He's just collecting evidence at this point. The case has been open for a while.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, but Anna.
I mean, you noticed the earring right away.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It dangles there, the Luna moth.
Once the door or the window closes, apologies for the deception. I just thought it would be more prudent to speak away from any listening ears.
Well, it's all friendly folk in the Boar and Barrel.
Cats.
Cats have very good hearing, is all I'm saying, and then I will dig around in the bag of holding and pull out the cask.
Well, you gone and done it. And just he sort of like palms it like a basketball with one hand. And picks it up and looks at it like sort of admiringly. Wow.
Did I have to hold it in 2 hands?
Yes. And he looks, I hope it wasn't too much trouble to come across.
No.
See, I was going to say not to come across, but yes, it was.
I
Even to
think-
come across.
More than we bargained for, but not more than we could handle, it seems.
And I think we've gotten a fair bit of help out of the bargain ourselves.
Is that right?
We learned a great deal.
Yes, do not feel that you owe us for this. This was a enlightening, in a few ways, venture for us.
Well, I am glad to hear it. But with respect, I get to decide when I owe folks a favor. And this is quite a job well done. And you do have my thanks. As recompense, I can think of no finer. But then, once this new brew is complete, to let y'all name it.
We barely named
We're
ourselves.
so famously good at naming things.
I know, I'm just gonna keep throwing opportunities for you to do it, though.
Look, I've
We've
named
got time to think about it. That's true.
5 children, so I'm
And
alright.
they named them all really good names.
Yeah, it was mostly Rhea, but I kind of helped. She knows a lot more things than I do.
Aww.
This is gonna make a beer, right?
Correct.
Specific type.
And,
He asked frettily.
no, that's a great question.
Oh, Kashek, a lot of microbrews in the desert?
You also love IPAs, Kashek?
I like an IPA.
Yeah, let's say.
What's a pine needle?
What did I say this was?
True.
Barley?
Yes.
That's in everything, right?
Basically.
Let's say this is going to be a porter.
Mmm.
Mostly because it sounds good to say in Luther's accent.
Porter.
This will make a fine porter.
If he said ale, I was gonna say that we name it Alcyoni's ale.
Ale cider.
Ale cider.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I mean,
fine.
we could just call it Alcyone.
She's alive.
Yeah.
I could fix an ale if you so prefer.
No, whatever you said before that is absolutely fine.
A fine porter.
He said, not actually knowing anything about beer.
Yep.
We'll think on it.
Don't touch the stuff.
Something, smoky. Heavy. Dark.
This is Freddie.
Keep going.
Just so that everyone's aware.
I'm taking the microphone away from her. Power word, that emoji.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh god.
That is funny.
We'll think on a name.
Perhaps one will come to us when we try it.
Ah, yes. Let the muse strike you. I understand. Well, my friends, you have done me a great turn. Is there anything else I can offer you in recompense?
Do you carry Mumasaul's mead out here?
Most assuredly, I do. Any business with its salt carries in these parts. Shipments have been hard to come by for quite some time, but recently he's been exporting a few more. It's been a little easier to find. I don't know exactly what came by the shift, but we are most happy to have it back in fine supply.
Well, I'm glad to hear it is in good supply again. Because that's good. I also like it. Can I have some?
It's his favorite.
I keep a select bottle up here in my private store.
Oh, you're too kind.
And he brings it out, and the bottle is blown in the shape of a turtle.
Yeah.
He pours you a glass. Breakfast of Champions.
Oh, thank you very much. It's been quite the few days or other amounts of time.
I thought you were trying to brag. Because we said the bees.
I thought I was going to cleverly hint at it, but that didn't work very well. We
that-
saved the bees.
That's why I winked at you, but
You saved the bees.
Yes.
Mumasaul's famous bees.
Yes.
from the, what was it?
Great White Grizzly
Stag.
But the Great White Grizzly Stag was not to blame for the problems.
No.
Great white grizzly stag, you say?
It is
Yes.
a real thing. We saw him.
Goodness my gracious.
You look like this.
Wild take!
So good.
That's when you hard cut to the external shot. I saw it.
If it's a beast, yes.
Was it a
Holy shit.
beast?
That's so good, Freddie.
I don't see why it wouldn't.
Or
I
was it
mean,
a creature?
probably technically a monstrosity.
Damn it!
But,
You're right, but damn it! In my head, I'm like, it should be a monstrosity, but I hope he says no.
All
Beast-type
beasts
creature.
are creatures, but not all creatures are beasts.
Yes.
Correct.
Next time
It's a type of
Kashyyyk.
creature.
Are like
Humanoid.
animals that we
And
know
animals.
of.
Yeah.
Monstrosities are like
Mastiff.
griffins
Wait, would
and
it not be-
hydras.
There
and-
are
Would it not be
some.
Fae?
The Great Red Grizzly Stag?
Could be.
Could
Some
be,
animals
could
are
be,
fae,
yeah.
some creatures.
But he's definitely of this
Some-
earth.
Some
Oh, okay.
things are Fey aligned, even if they are not Fey type.
Yeah.
And some magical things that we would consider monsters are just beasts because
Giants, giant animals are still just beasts, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they can
Luther.
be transformed.
Yes.
Where do you source much of your wine from?
Well, there is no shortage of places to find fine wine here in the Republic. All corners bring the delicious red liquid. Is there someplace you had in mind or something specific you were looking for?
No, I was just wondering if, perhaps as a favour, the next time we're in Barovia, there's a family-owned business that I think could use a lift.
Was that right? Barovia, that's the old valley, unless I'm much mistaken, isn't it?
Yes, reappeared last year.
So I've been told. I imagine y'all had something to do with that as well.
Almost all of to do with it, yes.
Goodness gracious, my word. Got a fine resume, you lot, I must say.
Oddly enough, most of it happens to revolve around helping owners of establishments that sell alcohol. Now that we've listed out 3 times that that's happened.
I am humbled and gracious. to join that exalted company.
If we do something for someone who owns a distillery, we'll have all 4 of them.
Oh, that's true.
Well, in any event, legends have been told about the fine wines from the Old Valley. I certainly would be open to hosting a cask or 2 if such a business arrangement could be reached.
Perhaps I'll let them know then.
Go forth with my blessing.
I hope everyone at home enjoyed seeing one of Maddie's characters make a business decision because he will not be doing it again.
You don't know.
What? Don't look at me, babe. I'm trying to help.
I'm just kidding.
This is like the equivalent of when your girl's a bartender and she turns her wedding ring inside the wrong way up.
Good as my greatest. Well, it seemed like it was quite the thrilling tale retrieving this. Certainly would be open to a recitation of your adventures.
Were we not allowed to talk about the lizard folk? Were they like, yo, don't tell anybody about us?
That's a safe bet.
I feel like that's a good point. They were like, so if you don't save the god, we're gonna kill you.
So, here's the thing. So yeah, with the lizard folk, and you saw, like, technologically, they are actually way more advanced than the rest of the world. And it's very different from the technology that is developed outside of their culture. But they're, like, super advanced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so they spirit themselves away because they don't think that the rest of the world of the warm bloods, would be ready
Right.
for their level of power. They believe that if the warm bloods got their hands on their technology, it would spell your own doom. So really they hide themselves for your benefit, not theirs.
Well, then, leaving out the specifics of the involvement of the lizard folk and their golden empire they've got going on there, or sequestered city of gold.
That's empty.
I will just mention. I will spin for him the yarn of how we went about it.
Yeah.
Well, at the very start, we were transformed into clouds by the great magic of the desert that Kashek wields.
Good as my greatest.
It is.
It looked like this.
I am clouds.
You're like determined to ruin this man's office.
Well, the dirt left, so
That's true.
gotta do something. And then through the jungle we journeyed. We traveled down a massive slide of mud, which was way more fun than it sounds. And then we managed to get ourselves below the sea and in the chambers of a wounded god. We were ourselves forcing to fight the very darkness within the heart of the world and to rescue this god himself from himself. It's better when set to music. But
Take your meaning.
at the bottom of that undersea cavern.
If Kashek's gonna take out his sitar, I'll also take out my lyre. And
I was just gonna
attempt.
Yeah, do it. Give me performance checks.
Shit.
All 3 of you.
Alright.
Sorry if you want to pitch in any way.
Suri, play the tambourine, quick!
triangle.
Give her the egg shaker, quickly!
Oh no, I remembered what the modifier is for performance.
Yup. Oh my
Just
Jesus
roll a die,
Christ.
well.
Oh no.
7!
Yeah, wait, and guess what my modifier is?
Oh no.
Did you get a negative? I got a 7.
Oh no.
My charisma just went up.
Don't worry, I'll carry you.
7, 3.
2.
1. I rolled a 2.
All right, Iris, what'd you get?
26. It's one of my 4 proficiencies.
Thank God.
I was like, yeah! My string snapped immediately.
Yeah. So the
He's not a bard, but his background is entertainer. He's
So Hyros starts diving into the tale, and y'all really try to hype him up. But what ends up happening is each time one of you tries to chime in, it ends up just disrupting the momentum of his story.
Yeah, and then we never mind. It's better when you tell it.
Exactly. That's it.
Wait, Hyros, say what you just said again. Oh, shit, sorry, it's not in tune.
Well, that's a Kravic lyre. You actually have to tune that.
Oh, it's tonic. Sorry,
Yeah,
you just keep going, I'll tune it.
7 notes.
Boing, 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 boing.
But Hyros, having been immersed in this culture for quite some time now, you know that Arcadians are their weakness is a good tale. So you manage to spin it in a way that's really exciting and capturing. And by the time you finish your tale, despite the foibles of your companions. Luther looks impressed, and he's standing there just sort of holding the cask, and he looks at you. Well, goodness. All of that for a simple little bit of pleasure. Well, now, if you decide something better, certainly we will accept, but seeing as you all went through such a harrowing journey to bring this fine porter to the people of this city, I propose we call it Worth the Peril Porter.
I was thinking something with peril.
We're of one mind.
I love it. That's fantastic, Luther. Spectacularly named. It's like you do this or something.
Let it be written.
You certainly have a way with words.
And many other things.
He didn't need to.
I shift uncomfortably in my very loose crotched pants.
Don't make me use this.
I am using it.
Saren, I think you're sitting on a snail. I would.
Jesus
I
Christ.
keep getting in here.
We'll put a water balloon under you.
Okay. So you named the am.
We did that.
You sure did.
Someone popped one of those toys that you can either stick your fingers in or like it's like the tube.
What do you mean either?
What do you mean fingers?
Warden, have it.
Cast fireball.
Okay.
My friends, it is such a joy and pleasure to see you all again, but I have a busy day ahead of me, and I hope you will not hold it against me if I must return to my duties. But I thank you all. You are true friends. And know you are welcome here anytime.
Is this room on the ground floor or is it
The second floor.
What's happening?
Yay,
Wait.
bastardy!
Alright, here's the thing. So, I don't remember if we told you this or not, but I'm going to say it out loud right now. We were hired, attempted to be hired by Basta to steal this from you. We are obviously not going to do that. We gave it to you in the first place. But to keep up the appearances, if we did, what if right now when we leave, we climb out your window to look as though we've been burgling the place, so she is none the wiser and she will be floored when she finds you winning the competition with the beer later this month.
That is a lot to take in.
I realize that. I just thought it'd be really cool.
Whoa. You are saying Basta put you up to some sinister plot to steal this very barley, which was at the bottom of the ocean, defended by some leviathan of unimaginable magnitude.
It was unimaginable.
And you decided to bring it back here to me?
We support labor unions in this house.
It didn't feel right.
Goodness my gracious.
I didn't know if it was a good idea to say that. I apologize. I probably shouldn't have.
No, that's all right. Hyros, I'm wondering if it feels right to tell Basta that we did it and then claim the reward she would have given us.
I didn't even
What if
think
we
about
Just
go?
putting it out there.
What if we go buy regular barley from the marketplace? Tell her it's the special barley.
What is everybody's alignment?
Chaotic neutral.
True neutral.
I mostly just want to climb out the window.
I don't do roguey things. This is the first thing I've attempted to steal.
I'll tell you what, I'll do you one better.
Here's a barrel with a stick of dynamite. And a quickly long fuse. I'll light it now.
And he walks across this room and he goes to a potted plant growing by his window. This is a fine example of the flora of my home country. Do any of you recognize this?
Do I? With my
Nature check.
herbalism kit.
Nature check with advantage.
Hell yeah.
Nature check.
No, that's Kashek.
17. Yeah.
14. 15. I lied.
Both of you recognize this plant. It can be found in where you just came from, Gollingtwog's bog. It is a type of orchid that only grows in swampy conditions, and it has a rather ingenious and sinister self-defense mechanism, which effectively just equates to poison ivy.
Oh no.
But he snips a few of the leaves off of this poison ivy orchid and puts them in a satchel and hands
Does
it
he
over
do
to
it
you,
with his
Hyros.
bare hands?
He sure does.
This guy's got bare hands.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Does. and hands it to you, Hyros. You want to sneak out the window, hand that over to her. I certainly won't stop you.
Don't touch that with your bare skin.
Not unless you got a little bit of orc blood in you.
Nope. I'm happily married.
What? Oh, in you.
That's not something Hyrode says.
You got any orc blood in you? What?
Not
You
yet.
want some?
Why did they decide to betray Basta again?
This isn't
When Luther
When
was
we met,
sexy.
when we met Luther,
When we met Luther, he was like, I'm for the working class.
What it was.
we never decided to take her up on it.
Yeah, she commissioned us to do that.
'Cause I
and
hated
we
it.
came over here because she views this place as like, she's okay, but like she views this place as like down and
than.
dirty,
Oh, okay.
lower class people
This
coming
is
in.
where the dock workers come.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
she caters to the nobles
Okay.
of the
Right.
city.
Okay.
This place looks very out of place with the rest of the Grand Market.
And notably, you also learned the Barrel and Boar has been here forever. Like, this is where, when the city was being built, you know what I mean? Like, this is where the carpenters and shipwrights would come after they like, centuries ago. And everywhere around here has been pretty gentrified, but this place has remained.
Also, she wanted us to steal it from him, but he didn't have it in the
He didn't
first
have it.
place.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Which she didn't.
She didn't know.
Yeah.
So not only was she wrong, she was wrong.
I'm sure she'll make that distinction.
Oh yeah, look, Hyros is, to be very clear, Hyros is not saying that like we need to do a double cross.
Yeah.
He just thinks it would be very clever if it looked like we were doing the thing she wanted us to do while actually doing the good thing in the first place, because it is very good of him, in a neutral sense, to be good for Luther.
Yeah.
Good.
I just want to say that I'm really upset because I almost took Spider Climb and I could have given it to you.
That's alright, I played
So
Assassin's
here,
Creed.
you can leave through the front door, the window, whatever you want to do. But now you have the satchel if you want to play a prank.
I'm gonna leap out the window.
I'm looking out the window too because I can walk up
That
and down
sounds
vertical
fun.
surfaces.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm going.
Can you? I could
Yeah.
misty step, but I'm not
I
gonna.
can run. I can run up and down vertical surfaces.
As long as
Right.
she's moving.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going
Take the spider
to
climb.
noisily emerge from the window. Ha ha! And going to
Okay.
and then clamber my way onto the roof, and then sort of like make a big show of having done so, and then try and gently climb down.
How did I find my way out here?
What are the odds?
I'm just gonna go out the window
Yeah.
normally.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out the window, look a lot like I'm trying to be sneaky.
Yeah, sure.
And then very obviously yell, Hyros, don't let anyone see you.
What?
Don't let anyone see you.
I'll catch you, Saren.
No, don't let. I'm just walking.
Don't be afraid.
It's fine. I've got you.
I mean,
I jumped the last like 3 feet and let him catch me.
Sure, fair enough.
Hop. Very good.
Great.
Cachet. Oh right, yeah. Sorry.
And
I keep
just for
thinking of
good
dwarf
measure,
for some reason.
I appreciate the
and
gesture.
for good measure, as you all reach the alleyway outside of the Boar and Barrel, Luther sort of leans, halfway out the window, shaking a fist in mock
Yeah.
rage. It's like, you ruffians! Don't let me ever catch you around my establishment again.
Did he wink?
Does the window
yes,
open?
he did.
Does the window open out?
Yeah.
I cast Thorn Whip
Okay.
on the window,
Okay.
and I slam it shut on him.
Yeah, you did. Okay, great.
Sorry,
My hood's up for when it's worth.
Sorry, did you see when he was shaking his fist how round his bicep was? Stop bonking me!
Yeah, I did.
I saw it too. In fairness.
I lean my head on Hyros' chest for a moment.
Gonna need the big bonk.
We love a bunk.
Well, I
I
don't
know.
like this.
Sorry, him. Get down.
It's difficult.
What is?
Well, shall we go pull one over on Basta?
Oh, boys.
Yeah, all right. I guess so.
I don't think I'm wrong.
Don't get it.
No, I think you're right.
I'm imagining like Muse or Alcyone or Briseis or something like running up to Hyros at like age 11 and being like, Torb in the town square doesn't like me.
and then Torben was never seen again.
That's okay. I don't like Torben.
Did that tree used to always have a hole directly through it?
Yes.
It's in the shape of a guy.
That was always there.
Let's go over to the 7 cats.
Going to 7 cats?
God.
Oh. See, here's the part that I don't think I should be there.
Guess
for.
I'm lying.
Yay!
I would feel really bad. What's in this bag?
A flower?
You know what? For your intents and purposes, it's exactly what she wants.
Oh,
Do I
wait.
believe that?
No, I'm lying. Like a liar.
No, I had an idea.
Saren is a liar sometimes.
No, I have a lot.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that.
Well,
What
no,
if we just, like, drop it on the bar and walk away and we're just cool about it?
Oh, we go in. We go, hello, Basta. Sorry, we couldn't do what you wanted from Luther. Drop.
And then walk away and then just leave forever.
That would be good because I think Gina Seraphina's inside and we probably owe her rent.
I think we front paid
You did.
and also back paid.
How many people are we paying rent to?
Just
one.
It's just her?
Just
Yeah.
on the
She's
on
the
the
broker.
manor out west.
The
yeah.
keep.
Which we haven't been to.
Nope.
Were we paying Axel for something?
No, not
We
anymore.
pay him all the time, always.
We were.
You're settled up with Axel though.
Yeah.
We were sponsoring him to open
Yeah.
his shop.
Right.
He has given us a lot of free things in his, and we're gonna adopt him. It's the
can
last
try.
thing I do.
You can try.
Project acquired.
He's got mommy issues. Anyway.
Don't we all, buddy?
Yeah.
Look.
So where to next?
The
You're
7
in
cats.
you're in the alleyway, still in the grand square.
Do we want to just like surreptitiously drop this off, or are we making a scene? I can lie.
So the part getting out the window is like as much as I think I'm good for.
No, I think you had a good idea. We go in, we make a show of being like, sorry, Basta, we couldn't do what you wanted. Drop it, and then...
What if it's just you with your hood up? Because you look very suspicious like that. In a good
Should
way.
I be looking suspicious
Yes.
for
Yes.
this?
We
Yes.
want to seem as though you're being suspicious.
With-
We suspiciously climbed out the window.
Be suspicious.
Do be suspicious.
All right.
It was very suspicious of us to climb out the window like that. So, you are simply continuing the ruse.
Oh, she's sneaking toes in it.
Wow, I've never actually seen you sneak. Usually you're good, and so I don't see it.
Usually you're good at it.
Exactly. I'm being bad on purpose.
You know, they say it takes someone who's good at something to be bad at something.
I'm not gonna be like the Hamburglar.
Just for fun and for fitness. I'm gonna like put a hand on Iris for a second. Normally when I want to sneak, I do this. And then I just go invisible.
You do so.
I'm right here.
Yeah, so that's not helpful.
Well, it's just I've never gotten the chance to do it before, actually. And then I'm gonna like sneak behind him and become visible again on his other side. So damnably bright everywhere.
I'm sorry, no, that
You
was too
have
hard for you.
abused that skill more than anything else
No.
in your kit.
Not that
Not
one.
that one.
Oh, okay.
Now she can actually just turn invisible.
be invisible.
Okay.
For real, for real.
Am I
As
going
opposed to
there?
teleporting.
In there alone. It's just, this
Do
is
you
all
want
me.
Do you want me to come with you?
I think it should be quick and dirty, however way we slice it.
Great. I'm gonna go.
Do you want me to come with you?
Do you want
wanna
to
go
come?
alone? I'll come.
All right.
Alright, so two of you making your way into the 7 cats.
Oh, I still have this glass. I have to give it back to him.
Yeah, you go in there. You
Didn't
get that
finish
back.
my meat. I jumped off the roof and...
But I'll have the bag under my cloak, so at least I'm pretending to not be horrible.
I'll also pull my hood up.
So the two of you make your way into the 7 cats. As you've seen it before,
Bless you.
Sneeze immediately.
Those are good cats.
7 cats deals with the merchants, so it's pretty empty at this point. But as soon as you work in, immediately surrounding your feet are the 7 cats.
I start sneezing immediately.
For 7.
Do I remember that? I have it somewhere. Esper, Umber, Vexer, Valor, Tinker, Taylor, and Sam.
Yes. I remember.
But yeah, you make your way in, and the cats kind of crowd around you, all like cats who who are expecting to be fed. And they, some of them like kind of climb your way up your leg and do that thing where they like stretch one arm out.
Yeah, big stretchy.
And they like push their chins into your scritches. And then from
Just
the,
put him down.
Okay. I thought you were
My leggy.
I thought you were
No.
I
claw
can't.
machining.
I can't pet you. You make me sneeze too much. I'm so sorry.
From up on the second floor balcony, you see Basta Firenze. She's sort of like two hands leaning on the banister, sort of like leaning over.
Now it's my turn.
Silence furry.
I can't really bonk you though, so mine is just more like a think.
Damn, boy, she thick. Is she thick?
Indeed. Yes. What is held in her primordial pouches is a secret.
Wow.
Oh no.
Little did you know, both bartenders would be thirst traps.
Hang on.
Sir.
Does she?
Sir.
Now say it.
Are you? Is
Does she got cat tits that go all the way down?
She's got 6 nipples, baby!
Yeah,
No,
she's
6
like-
whole tits.
She has like 6 bikini tops.
Tyros, 10 nipples.
5 bazongas.
Imagine.
Imagine.
But yeah, she leans on the banister and says, I was beginning to give up all hope. Welcome back to the 7 Cats.
Yes, we have something for you.
Do you know?
Check.
No.
I'm just standing outside with Kashek and he's going.
I'm so sorry, he's teething.
Is that a salmon bone?
Teething!
You
Yeah,
sure
he's
didn't make that noise. It was a weird man standing outside the window.
He's only 4.
Does not he have a beak?
Yes.
Well, come up to my apartment and we shall talk.
Okay.
You make your way up. I don't know that you've been here before.
Not in the apartment now.
No.
Kashek, are you coming?
Kashek, are you coming to the apartment?
Kashek's coming. Kashek's coming.
He'll also be joining you.
Is not interested.
He'll also be joining.
The man behind the owl.
But is Kashek coming up to the apartment?
Yes.
Okay.
Great. Is Iris staying outside?
Very much outside.
Great. Okay, cool.
Cannot handle this.
So entering into sort of Bastus private chambers, it's very reminiscent of sort of like a 70s domicile. Like it's shag carpets. The walls and ceiling are sort of like these loose tassels. You know what I mean? Just like every inch of this place is a scratching post. You understand.
Yes.
And instead of a desk or sort of something more official, it's sort of like a long lounge chair. And as you enter in, she's like splayed out, like one hand against her cheek, one laid down the length of her body.
Does this woman have a bead curtain for the door?
Absolutely, she fucking does. You have to.
The question is,
Oh no, he can't knock!
You two go in first, and just behind you, slightly distressed, you just hear. He gets through it, but he's just like.
Kashek, it's a bead curtain, you don't have to knock, I'm so sorry. Just separate them.
You can knock on the way out. That's all right. You'll knock on the way out.
So you make your way in. And as you do so, she's sort of like splayed out on her lounge chair and says, I had expected you back sometime before this. I admit you had begun to make me concerned, but I am so happy to see you back. Can I offer you anything to drink or eat?
If this cat starts licking herself, I'm gonna fire a gun at you.
How did he get his foot so high?
He's limber.
I don't like that it's still happening.
Dear listeners, did you know Trevor can put his knee next to his nose?
Leon was proficient in acrobatics.
We gotta get a camera, baby. I'm all right, thank you.
No, I'm fine as well, thank you.
Just making a delivery.
What do you have for me, my little chickadees?
This.
I assume this is what we discussed.
Yes, he had, I don't know, quite the lock and key.
I don't doubt it. Well, in fact, actually, both of you all 3 of you, give me a give me a deception check.
I didn't say anything on purpose.
I didn't lie.
Okay, performance.
No, that's not better. I wanted persuasion.
Performance or deception?
That is worse.
Am I still included?
Yes.
They're both the same modifier.
You know, Kashek, you know.
Oh, okay. 16.
Also, you're all bunked up.
Is there anything that I can do?
Okay.
What do we got?
15.
15.
16.
16.
I also got a 16.
Grand. Okay.
I was like, I'm not lying.
Adequate.
So
You know, I must admit, when first I made my offer to you, I was not sure you would take me up on it. But now I see you are the savvy types. Hand it over. And she takes it. You'll be well rewarded once the competition is won. And you know, I may even get you the chance to name it.
what an honor.
Indeed.
What variety do you intend to make?
A fine saison.
I actually really do like a saison.
She's gonna make a drink out of this thing.
Yeah.
That's why she wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna kill someone.
Oh, it's not. It's just gonna make them really itchy.
It's like poison ivy.
Yeah.
Not like it's not like rice.
If you
It's
inhale
poison.
it, yes. If you ingest it, not that.
Isn't that in the same family as like poison sumac and shit?
Yeah, but ivy is
Yeah.
specifically the least bad of those.
You don't think Luther wouldn't have given it to you if
No.
it could like kill somebody?
I thought she just wanted us to sabotage him. No. She's being
She
even
wanted
more
the
of a,
thing,
She's
yeah.
being even more of a bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
She heard that he got a secret thing to win, and she wanted it, so
David
it
drank
commissioned
and it
us.
pleased the Lord.
This
Thank
is
you.
ingested. It's not gonna be on
Luther,
skin.
no. Luther he's not.
It's up to you,
It's gonna
Kushan.
be. It's gonna be fermented.
What do you want to do? Kushan?
That's true. That's interesting. That might.
Let's make poison ivy beer.
Yeah, I drank a beer made out of sumac. Not poison sumac, but sumac. So, just saying.
Just saying.
Here you are.
I've given it to her. With
Was
no
not-
lies told.
Now, this is horribly gauche of me, and please forgive me, and I will do my deepest and most respectful bow.
By all means.
Was not the reward discussed up front and not after the competition?
But of course. And I have not forgotten.
Thank you.
And she sort of like, she gets up off her lounge chair and sways over to the back of her office. And she moves a portrait. And it's sort of like, in fact, everybody give me a history check.
16.
11 somehow.
Sorry, one of the in your time in the capital, one of the things that you learned about was one of the tales of Himbo the Mighty.
Of course, I know him well.
One of the tales of Himbo the Mighty is that he slew a panther made of solid gold. There is a portrait on the back of Basta's offices here that is it's sort of a depiction of an AU where the panther wins, essentially. And she kind of like pushes it to the side. Behind it is like this safe door. And she takes, she like splays out her hand, and shing, like the claws come out of her fingers, and she like clickety clacks the dial of the safe and opens it up. And inside there's like, you know, a couple of like what looks like sealed up deeds, some gemstones, a bunch of loose coins and treasures. But she takes a sort of satchel of coin, and you can hear it sort of jingle as she brings it across and tosses it in your direction. Opening it up, were you to count it out, you would find it would contain 500 gold pieces.
Thank you.
Okay.
I trust this will suffice. I can't imagine it was too much trouble getting it up from under that oaf's nose.
No. More than enough. Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining into this prosperous business arrangement.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course, I would not offer it to any less. Now, by all means, please know that you are welcome at the Seven Cats Lounge anytime.
We thank you.
Thank you.
And she sort of like bows deeply.
Oh, it looks like when they stretched.
Yeah, when they yay.
She gets back up on her one leg. It's like,
Yeah.
If it's all right with all of you, you're welcome to stay here and have a drink. But I'm going to go keep Hyros company outside.
No, we should get back to Hyros.
I don't drink.
Oh right.
Except cactus juice.
Let's go then.
Wonderful to see you, Master.
It's over. Departing.
Let's go. Let's go back to Dad.
Carefully approaches the curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do so. Okay, well, that's interesting.
That certainly is a chain of events.
Listen, we didn't know what was in it.
Yeah,
The
so
most
you go.
interesting choice?
I didn't mean to suggest all that, but there we go.
Yeah, you are.
What's she gonna do? This man planted a baggie full of hard drugs knowing I would try to steal it.
So, you leave the Seven Cats Lounge, you're in the Grand Square. The time is yours. You could talk to any of the successors you want to. You could go to the Queen's Etc. and see Axel. You could do... the time is yours.
Oh, I have to leave the cat.
Yes.
I'm like scratching him a little too hard, so his head's like.
Or if you want to transport via plants anywhere else in the world, that is also an option.
Let's just knock out Barovia in 45 minutes.
Nothing happened? Okay, great.
Point out.
Yes.
Please remind me one more time. Where did she put that plant?
What plant?
The plant we just gave her.
Did you just get Basta?
Yeah.
You don't
It's
know
got to
if
be a
she's
living
still
tree wide enough to
It's
walk
on
through.
her
Damn
person
it.
as far as you know right
I
now.
was like,
be
did she
able-
put it in the safe?
You gotta be able to walk through
You're
it.
gonna try to teleport inside her
I
safe?
can't.
You can't. I wish.
Amazing.
I have a stupid thing to do.
Go for it.
Can I take my sending stone out of my pocket?
Oh, you're back. Okay, good.
Play
Time
with
to
it.
go well.
Taliesin has the other one, right?
Yes.
To go well.
Yes, it went spectacularly.
She took it?
She took it.
Oh, I don't feel good about this, even though it was my suggestion.
Yeah, not really either, but we've already
listen,
done it.
I only got to the first step, and I didn't think about the consequences of my actions.
I'll give Hyros 100 gold pieces. We can give this to someone who will need it.
Oh,
And by the time
she
it
only
gets...
gave us 100.
Well, that's your share.
She gave us 400.
She gave us...
5.
Well, I gave
500.
100 to Clog.
I'm an equal part of this venture.
You let me carry your money for you. You know your gamble.
That's true.
Then I give Hyros 200 gold.
It's not a
It's
problem.
it's the flashing lights. They just mesmerize me so.
Clark, that was me once.
You're so wise.
It
Iris.
was?
Truly, I was
Well, not yet,
blessed.
like just colors.
Truly, I was blessed when the great Sow brought me to your path.
I'm just kind of like take a step back from the group for a second. This is not a message to be... This is not a message to be concerned by. Just wondering. Do you sneeze around cats?
Is that it?
That's it.
I don't.
I don't.
Clark gets one in too.
I don't know. We haven't met yet. Well, maybe we have.
You only get
25. I'm easy to forget.
I'm like on speakerphone in the car. Yeah, sorry, I'll be home.
Hi! Yes, a moment goes by. Cats are my greatest weakness. I've faced demons, undead, fae, celestials, fiends, and all the like. But I can't cat.
One of these times.
Stop, I'm experiencing childlike wonder for the first time in so long!
One of these times you're gonna hand that to like Kashek to like dictate for you, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
You have no idea how happy that just made me thinking.
I got you, boo.
She's just standing there. Her mask is twisted up, so you assume that she's smiling underneath it, but she's just like...
Did he say hi, Hyros back?
You know, Hyros, actually the whole message was about how much he misses you.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to take up his entire.
Fiends?
Only she.
What
can
was
do
he?
that, right?
Yes.
Fae? Celestial? What?
That's big
He's
stuff.
had a much more interesting life than I got to ask him about before.
Well, there's great news. He's in your pocket for 25 words a day.
That's true, but it's a bit limiting.
Then you have to be certain what you want to ask.
You could speak to him face to face.
I could, but we're a bit busy. That seems like something to do later.
There's a tree over there.
Well, what are we doing now? Does anyone want to go see Axel. For some reason, I really want to go see Axel.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know. I just miss his joie de vivre.
Sorry.
His what? Sorry, I don't speak Elvish. I really don't.
My scarf does.
I could read it. If you wrote it down, I could read it, but I don't speak it.
Luckily, one, I already do speak Elvish, and two, any creature that can understand a language can understand what I say, so...
Well, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, you're an elf.
His schwa of what?
His joie de vivre? The cut of his jib. His moxie.
He is eminently botherable.
We've been doing a lot of bothering today, and it's made me very happy. I think we should go bother someone else.
It is fun to bother Axel because he bothers me.
In what way?
Let's go.
Queens, etc.
I pick up everyone by their heads and move them towards the corner.
It moved bodily! Stop kitten scruffing me!
Sorry,
Where'd your
Shaq.
third arm come from?
You make your way to the
I grab
Queen-
you two with the same one.
Yes.
the Queens, etc. The best name that I ever made for a thing.
Yeah. wear it proudly.
Oh, we should make t-shirts.
Yeah!
You make your way in. It's that familiar space. It's sort of like this. It's this strange sort of long corridor with a counter at the end. And again, of course, all of the walls lined with those portraits of that woman, that raven-haired woman. And every time you go in there, the portraits depict her in different poses and positions and actions and things of that nature. But as it has always been, you walk the length of the building, and there's a singular bell on the counter, but no one behind the till.
This place should be haunted, I'm just saying.
Maybe it is.
Oh.
Ding!
Be the haunting you want to see in the world.
Surrey rang the bell. I just provided the Foley.
Thank you.
Surrey rings the bell, and a enormous plume of purple smoke
I hate this guy.
I will pepper in that I'm queer.
I really hope that the next sentence out of his
Full
mouth
backstory.
is that you can hear him like stumble up the trap.
Yes, well, plume of purple smoke erupts behind the counter, and then you just hear, "Oh, fuck!" Cheers hooves up the staircase. Fuck! Oh, fucking damn it! And then the smoke clears, and he's like, fuck! Yeah, and then he sort of appears standing there, swaying a little bit, like after striking his pose, like just swaying a little bit. There he is, resplendent as always.
Sure.
Those like really thin, sort of silvery scars that kind of crisscross his face, and his exposed forearms. And as you can imagine, I mean, I think when you were on your pirate adventure, you saw they run the length of his body.
Right.
The first time we met him, he was naked.
Oh yeah, of course.
Crucially.
We know the scars go all the way down.
Of course. But yeah, he appears there. Patrons, providers, business partners, and friends.
There it is.
Welcome back to the Queens, etc. What can I do for you?
We figured it's been so long since we've seen you. Time to remind you of our ever-present presence.
I'm always happy to receive a visitation from some of my most gainful benefactors. I imagine you filled our time apart gallivanting across the land, saving lives.
Actually, we've just conned someone.
Well, it appears I've rubbed off on you then.
Not yet. What?
It's funny because I looked at her and she looked at you.
And Hyros looked into the mid-distance.
And Hyros looked at a picture of his wife.
Well, I made this face at Axel,
Yeah.
and then she said that, and I went,
Well, no, I just mean because it's the first time we've ever done something like that.
I suppose.
You've taken your first step into a new world.
Does this mean we're gonna turn purple?
With any luck.
Darling. You're already purple. What? When were you gonna tell me?
Oh, nobody told me that.
Hi, Rose. How's that axe been working out for you?
Oh, so I'm not a literary man myself, so irony is sometimes lost on me. But there is something very pleasing about being able to apologize to a tree before I cut it down with it. That really speaks to me.
I'm most happy. You know, sometimes it's helpful to get to know someone before you disembowel them.
That's important, as I found. I have not disemboweled anybody until the past 2 years of my life.
Sorry, give me an insight check.
Do you mind
My
talking to
little
this
flower
guy?
dust.
Having a
Insight?
conversation about this.
Uh-oh, 14.
While he's been talking to Hyros, very subtly his eyes have been darting sort of back and forth. Like he's speaking to Hyros, but his eyes have been darting to you. You also notice some of the portraits have changed. Wherever it is you are standing in the Queen's etc., Surrey, the portraits sort of immediately framing you have changed to depict that same woman wielding weapons. Yeah, it's important to disembowel someone before you really get to know them best.
I agree.
So, is there some transaction that I can benefit you all with this evening?
I think we're just here for a friendly visit.
A friendly visit? Goodness gracious, that is dangerous ground.
Is that noticeable to anyone else?
What? Surrey's
fact that he-
throbbing erection?
No. The fact that he's either covering for something or the paintings all have weapons.
Give me an insight check.
I do think I'm leaning on the counter.
Okay, great.
Insight?
Uh-huh.
Natural 20 for a 30.
Shit. So, Saren, you have also had strange interactions with him before, right? The last time that you two spoke, just the two of you, was odd because you came back into the shop and was like, you know, you sort of like, you know, now that we're friends, and he was like, oh, no, we're still just business partners, right? So you had strange interactions with him before. And yeah, with the 20, you do notice, like, as Surrey sort of, like, strides forward and, like, kind of leans on the counter, you notice these portraits change. The demeanor of the woman depicted shifts from sort of, like, lazy ambiance to a more threatening gaze. And instead of, like, lounging on chairs or being fed grapes, now instead she's sort of in suits of armor or wielding a great spear, you know, or twin daggers, or
That's very sexy of
or
her.
a crossbow leveled at like Surrey as she leans across the counter.
We mostly meant to mention to you we're going to be gone for some time, traveling about the place.
Oh, I'm grieved, very, very, very grieved and concerned to hear that you'll be gone from the capital for some time.
Well, thank you for your concern. As friends, of course.
Well, if there's any items of a magical inclination that I can bequest for you in preparation for your long time away, I'm always more than happy to do so.
I don't know if anyone else had, but I had a thought. Saren has these little stones that I believe you procured for us that allow her to speak to someone else over a great distance.
Yes, indeed, the Sending Stones, one of my most acquiescent acquisitions.
And I was just wondering if there is either a similar set of them out in the world, or something of that ilk. I find that I want to be able to communicate more openly with home.
Something that allows you to communicate across great distances.
Yes. Whatever comes up, of course.
I'm sure I can rustle that up for you. You know the trade by this point. For something of that nature, let's say put down 200 gold. I'll return the receipt to you if it's less than that. If it's more, you'll pay the extra on acquisition of the goods.
Oh, of course. 200 it shall be for you. I will plunk that. I will meticulously... Oh, right, I have platinums. 20 platinums.
And he accepts it.
Good math.
Yeah. And so, yeah, he'll find something of that ilk. If it's less, he'll give you the change back. If it's more for the acquisition...
You'll pay on...
Yeah. That's how the Queen's etc. works.
I like it. That's how things should work.
Well, I am always happy to keep Master Iros in touch with his fellows. Is there anything else I can do for the rest of you?
Alright, we can't have just come here to bother him, alright?
Why not?
Well, he's a busy man.
I have to do some.
Is there anyone else here?
It's silent,
I
but
know
you
what you
can't.
want from me.
What you can't see is that Saren is cutting eyes at Suri very, very pointedly.
You two alright?
Always.
I'm painfully shy, you see.
That much I've gathered.
It's just that, well, we've got a bit of a formal event to go to later on this year.
Is that right?
Yes, and it's just you always dress so fancy, and I
Well, ever
was
since the first time we met, yes.
wondering how you do it.
How I dress so divinely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as I understand it, you have quite an in into the fashion scene and here in Arcadia.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Now the only thing I need to do is get a date to the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's that squared away.
A wedding you're going to, eh? Mm-hmm. No. A joyous occasion for all, I hope.
It's in the spring.
It is.
Well,
So there's
an
probably
excellent time for a wedding. New love is in the air. Renewal. A fresh start to the year. All of that.
probably time enough for you to get a date then.
Yes, you're right.
I'm a purveyor of magical items. Finding dates for individuals I am afraid I am less experienced with.
Sips canteen.
Am I going to require a date to this event?
Kashek, depending on how things go, you may end up being my date. If that's all. It'll be sort of like when I went to prom in high school both times with my friend.
Oh, you could ask Muse.
Saren, your voice dropped there for a second.
You could ask Muse.
I could ask. I think I'll ask Muse.
I could go with you, Saren.
You could go with...
I was about to ask Axel to join me.
While I am flattered, Master Kashek, fuck.
Tasteful.
I mean, if you're free as the sister of the groom, I could probably extend you an invitation if you wanted to come.
Sister of the groom, this isn't within your family.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious me. When would this festive occasion be?
Oh,
All right.
Yes, that date. We agreed.
The time that it is.
Jeez Louise.
All right, he
I
wasn't
did-
supposed to join us in the bottle. He wasn't supposed to join us at the wedding. And yeah.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to shoehorn anything. I'm just there's a little bastard who lives in me today.
It's
So
fine, it's
if-
fine.
This is not cool.
He's
No,
gonna be the
I was gonna
secret
get there, but it's fine.
to defeating Vonnegut.
So, unless I'm much misunderstanding, Kashek needs a date to this occasion.
Well,
You
I
can
may
both
be.
go with me.
I may be taking Kashek actually.
We can go the three of
Yes,
us.
Muse is
yes.
very busy.
Muse is very pretty, busy.
Well, as a business partner,
And I'm
Roll.
sure...
as a business partner, cohort, and associate,
Friend.
and friend, dear friend, I think that would be just fine, Kashek. If I accompanied you to this festive occasion.
Wonderful.
That makes the most sense.
Indeed, it does.
One must strike when the iron is hot.
Indubitably so.
I don't know
Well,
what's happening.
Me neither.
Saren's like, fuck, my luck ran out.
Portraits now all display this raven-haired woman in full plate armor surrounding Suri. But towards Kashek, they seem unbothered.
Well, darn. upon it, I suppose that leaves me going stag.
Do not
Clark.
be upset, Seren.
Clark.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, what's up?
I think. Do you have a date for Surrey's brother's wedding?
His name is Aldrich.
Do you have a date for Aldrich's wedding?
I didn't even know it was happening, so.
You're invited, of course, as a member of
As a
our
trusted
team
friend.
and a friend.
Can I bring my wife?
Come on. I mean,
Of course you can.
yeah, he actually got Vegas married that night that I was drunk.
You
God,
got,
it'll be nice to see her. It's been months at this point.
you
Of
got,
course you
She
can.
might be dead for all.
you got turned into a smoothie last time we were there. I'm just trying to hedge our bets.
Yeah. Get as many. It'll be an interesting time, to say the least.
Well, I think enough time has passed and we're all familiar enough to know that you all would know I'm a fine appreciator of celebrations of love and merriment.
Is that so?
Well, I have my moments. And if I'm platonically accompanying my dear business partner and close friend, Kashek,
It's me.
to a festival of celebration and the binding of new love, well, I can't see any problems with that currently.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm missing crucial information. There it is.
Well,
That's great. That sounds wonderful.
Good. No, good. That's
Claude,
all.
bring your wife. I'll be alone.
No, you
Seren,
What?
yes.
you can come with anyone.
if you want a date
Anyone.
for
Anyone
just
we
you,
know.
perhaps Lady Starfall would accompany.
Like who?
Well,
No, we can't bring her. We really can't. No.
Oh, but Surrey, who would be the worst possible person to get on his nerves?
Whose nerves?
You know who.
Not my brother.
No.
It's less his
And when
nerves.
I train her to fight,
Well, I think it's a
Honestly-
particular nerve I'm after.
I think she'd be great at a wedding, if I'm being honest.
I can't just invite.
She must have dresses that you two can borrow.
I really have to talk to Aldrich.
I'm sorry, who's speaking on that?
If
You don't know her, Maryanne Starfall.
you would.
Yes,
You do
indeed.
know her.
Well, everyone in the city, I think, knows of Mr. Starfall.
Well, there's always Plan Owl. Bear.
Hector.
Oh, that one.
It's just.
Captain of the city guard.
Just as a thought.
Oh,
He's a fine man.
Certainly.
he is very handsome, isn't he?
You
That's
could,
not what I said,
And
but
very brave.
you could go with Thor.
well, that's true. Yes, Dwarrick has to come. That's assuming we make it into the town.
Well, that's true, but semantics.
We don't know what's happening.
Well,
downtown.
that sounds a pleasant evening.
Indeed.
I look forward to accompanying you on this very romantic evening.
Oh, just wait until we travel by tree. It's sappy.
That was very good, Iros.
Very good. Well, if that's all, if that's all I can do for you, we of course have the request for another object which may transmit messages across great distances.
Yes, ideally, yes.
And I will be Kashek's date.
Whatever that is.
Indeed.
A fruit.
That is what I thought.
It is. We don't have dates where I live. I don't know.
Pleasure as always. It's been such a joy speaking to you. Unless there's anything else.
Unless there's anything else we can help you with.
Oh, we do love helping.
Indeed, I know. Yes. Great heroes as you are, and capable of accomplishing almost any task I imagine. Can you put your mind to?
Anything.
Clark, last time we helped him out of a bottle. A literal bottle with ship and also such violence.
That was pretty crazy.
You Yes. Yeah, right, you were there.
You were there.
I don't think he was there.
No, he was not.
It's
No, that happened
We caroused after.
directly after. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember because I had.
Oh, right, I've already told you about that, Clark. I'm very sorry.
No, it was a fine tale.
Oh, Clark appreciates a good story.
What was he?
If you need a date, sorry, I'm not doing anything.
I thought you were being your wife.
Oh yeah.
What?
She's a lot like me.
Clark Kent.
We have an agreement.
Mrs. Clark.
I mean, but well, I probably shouldn't invite too many people. My brother and I probably haven't spoken in like 3 years, and so sure, Clark.
In fairness, you did speak about 2 weeks ago.
Right.
So
yes.
your earring snaps to your neck.
Do I
Well.
notice?
Perception. Because I'm assuming at this point, Kashek is cued into this and is
Correct.
like kind of on alert for stuff.
22.
Yeah. You feel that same sort of splash of color that you sort of experience when Suri casts her certain spells. Yeah, and maybe you look over and you see that sort of dangling Ludamoth earring. If it's sort of free-flowing and dangling before, but all of a sudden, for some strange reason, it seems connected almost to her body. Yeah. And then Axel sort of comports himself again. Well, very much looking forward to the occasion. What an interesting cycle we've been all through. When you first met me, I was not but a ramshackle gambler down in his luck, and now look at me, a fine purveyor of magical items. Truly, what tangled webs we weave, eh?
It's been wonderful to watch you grow,
Thank you.
friend.
You as well. Friend.
Yes.
friend.
Friend. So if there's anything you need our help with, feel free to call.
Like friends do.
Like friends do.
Well, I'll be sure to let you know. Well, since you've come all this way, you have been gone quite some time. I imagine it's been a bit of a journey since you've been back in the city. Let me escort you back out onto the street and see you back on your way.
Oh, very kind of you.
Very kind of you.
Come along, Clark.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, heading on time.
Here we go.
Oh,
Does
you're
her
great.
earring look over her neck?
Yes.
Okay, and he didn't talk to me?
Not yet.
Okay.
Clark, your wife, really? Where did you meet?
In a ditch.
As we're leaving.
That's the second thing I would have thought.
Oh, it was funny. It's a funny story. See, I was half dead at the time.
Okay, and we're gonna like walk out.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
go
gonna, like-
last or whatever.
And I'm gonna like.
Right, so you walk out onto the street. And as you get to sort of the landing, Axel sort of like does a deep bow, bids you a farewell. My friends, thank you as always for coming by. I will be sure to get that item to you just as swift as I can. Please drop by the shop again soon to see what progress has been made. And I look forward to our day.
Me as well.
Be in good health.
I always try.
We're here should you need us. Now, if you'll excuse me, Claude was just telling me the most fascinating story.
That's true, he was.
A ditch, really.
When you sort of begin to set off. Sorry. As you begin to sort of set off along the road, you feel him kind of clasp your wrist. And it's just it's a hair's breadth. It's just like as the rest of your compatriots are setting off down the road, he sort of grabs your wrist just very briefly. I know what you're trying to do. Don't. I'll just disappoint you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My path is not my own, sorry. If you take up with me, you're just gonna end up hurt.
Then make it your own.
Can't.
Do you really believe that?
It's been proven to me. fact that you would even try means a lot. But for your own good. Because of the respect I bear you, I'm telling you, don't try.
What you haven't figured out about me yet is I don't do anything for my own good. Call on me if you need me.
Damn it. We are two peas in a pod, aren't we?
Unfortunately.
Go. I'll see you at the wedding.
See you soon, Axel.
He lets you go.
And I'll go back to my friends.
Bye, Axel. See you at the wedding.
Let's call it there!
Thanks for joining us on this verse of The Last Song of Arcadia. It featured Ian Agnew as Hyros, Madison Cadulo as Saren, Freddie Nietzsche as Kashek, Robin Fender as Suri, and Trevor Fail as the Dungeon Master. Crit Out of Luck is brought to you with help from our Patreon supporters. If you had fun listening today, you can also support us at patreon.com/critoutofluck. Stay cool.